prevented Lively from touching the ball in a position where he can score, and that's generally right on top of the basket.
Great point, Dan. He doesn't have a shot tonight.
Proctor trying to chisel his way close. In there by Roach. In a 4-point game, here come the Devils. Roach thinking three. Filipowski. Proctor. Keys on him. Oh, a little shake and bake as he takes it down the lane.
Whoa! 11 shots. Now, he's only made 3, but he's certainly working to try to score.
Knifing his way down the lane.
Plays zone sometimes. It's hard to identify your blockout responsibility.
Certainly no one identified Phillips that time.
Proctor, three.
Going to look at that. I don't think that this is a flagrant foul, but this is getting close because of the direction and the area that they're making that contact, and they've got to continue to look and enforce it when it's there. Are you right, Gene? It's just a common foul.
We thank you, Gene. It's Roach and Key. He's up high. Lively trying to set a screen and does. Roach. Proctor. Positions. Fires and got it.
But he shoots almost 55% inside. And then those little turnaround jump shots.
He's got 17 and 13 stand up coming the second half.
Yeah, it's him against Proctor right now.
Yep. Basket trying to stay with him. Lively with a good screen. Proctor trying to stay in the way of DC.
I think he really likes it when Proctor handles the ball. He can play off the ball.
Proctor leads him in assists with a fadeaway. Mwamba can't get that.
He holds it, he dribbles it, everybody else stands around. That's easier to guard.
That's much easier to guard. But with all that said, they've got this back to 14.
And their fans are on the feet on the far side. Oral Roberts on a 15-2 run, 11-0 here over the last couple minutes. Lively on top. Proctor. Lively with the screen. Asmus fighting through. The three is right.
Listen to Coach Mills. He said, keep Max going downhill. It's working. He's getting better looks. Cut it to 10 with 5 minutes to play. Let's see what happens.
Well, they're on that path right now with Roach. Trying to control and Thompson defending.
We have to say they've shown some grit. They had a lot of reason to just quit, but they haven't.
Filipowski, cross court, Proctor.
Bennett imploring his team to keep defending. That's what they do, and these are the type of games that Virginia plays in. Lower scoring, possession-oriented.
Again, Filipowski. Bumped, no call. Proctor for three. Got it!
Proctor, the freshman, who's a great defender.
Long, a little strong in the long jumper, and it's down to Mitchell. Mark Mitchell quietly has been playing some very good basketball in recent games for the Blue Devils. Shooting at a high percentage, double-figure score, another reason why they come in here having won 7 in a row.
Well, Filipowski's so good out of that short roll. That was an excellent pass. High school player.
Harlan Beverly has made his first appearance of the game for the Hurricanes, fourth-year junior out of Detroit, and also number 4, Bensley Joseph. He's a real bulldog, very good, tenacious defensive player, backup point guard for Miami.
What a split.
Roach the kick. Proctor the three. Duke.
Or you have to commit. If you want to commit, then he can make that pass to the open shooter. And a lot of 7-footers that they're hitting on short roll.
No. A little shovel pass to Lively, extra pass to Mitchell. Now they'll work on their spacing a bit.
And Filipowski, when he gets the ball in a relocation pass, you always have to be concerned about his initial shot fake.
Soft touch, just
the lead down and then to get the lead, and that's something we're going to have to do here in the second half.
They have some guys that just keep hitting clutch shots in Miller and Wong. What do you do defensively on those two in particular?
Stay the course. They're really good players. They've hit some big-time shots. They're big-time players.
We get the opportunity to watch Jim Larinaga's team in practice, and this is not to say Duke or anybody else isn't, but you can see what a together group.
Later on tonight, it'll be Virginia and North Carolina. That's at 7. And at 9:30, Clemson and NC State. In the other quarterfinals, Proctor with a scoop, and that's a pretty play. He just kept drawing.
Ability to play both guard positions at 6'5". Jeff Capel was an issue for anyone that he dealt with on the court.
41-26, Sabandi burying one, but Duke continues to look very much at home here in Greensboro. Roach getting away from the D. Filipowski hunting another three-pointer. Here's Proctor. Shot clock at 3. He gets it up there, and he buries it.
3 ball. The Diaz-Graham twins, in my opinion, are going to be very good for Jeff Capel in the future. Getting a lot of great experience under their belt as freshmen.
Codigliardo also on the floor. Roach with the kick from the corner. Another one swishes in here for Proctor.
Match with the Miami Hurricanes, who flat out embarrassed Duke in Coral Gables the last time. These teams split on the year 1-1, but Miami definitely got the advantage and got the best of them in Coral Gables.
Proctor buries another triple for the Blue.
And gets doubled in the post and just threw it away.
Roach was out several games with a toe injury. The freshman Tyrese Proctor inherited a lot of the ball handling duties as he knocks one. Or the team's most valuable players should they win the national championship. Should they tweak the criteria if need be to get him up there?
Well, he'll be first or second team All-America this year. So he'll satisfy it. But if he doesn't, they got to figure out a new criteria. I don't know how you can be the all-time leading rebounder and not have your name up there.
Alondas Williams of Wake won ACC Player of the Year last year as Proctor. Proctor looks off the help defender. Oh, follows up his own.
Little horn set into a slot ball screen.
Proctor gets it to go.
10 o'clock Eastern time. UCLA's already wrapped up the Pac-12. Those are really the two best teams in the Pac-12, the Conference of Champions. Perhaps both
yes, Bill Walton reference.
For aspirations. Bill's my guy. Love Walton.
We haven't seen the horn set yet in the first half, and John Shire draws it up off this timeout.
Proctor. Little discard there on.
He can get an assist. He can get to the glass.
Roach has to pull up this time. Another offensive rebound for the Blue Devils. Derek Lively. Never turned and faced. It's not really his game. I think it's now 48 of his 62 field goals have been dunked. Tyrese Proctor drive.
Really is this time, right? This time he stays more attached. He doesn't let him slip.
4 to shoot, Mitchell. Strong move, couldn't finish. Proctor follows. He was coming back from injury, Debbie, then missed 10 games with a finger. Came back the other night, played 11 minutes against Miami, and now a 3-ball off the bench.
Got 11 minutes in the Miami game. He's just going to work himself into game reps.
Proctor gets the friendly bounce with Collins, Kidd, and Mutz. And Proctor stole it from Couture. 3-on-1. Proctor the layup. Left corner, another 3 from Roach. Did that get touched? I don't think so. It hit the side of the glass. Here's Proctor with the clock winding down.
They came in with a little lackadaisical attitude. He wanted to make sure they were locked in. Had his guys running lines and shoot around. You don't see that often in college basketball.
Proctor lines up a long one, and down it goes.
But it's still a very good team. But they're playing also in a very good league. This league does not get the credit that it deserves for how good quality basketball teams there are.
Well, that NC State team that ran by them yesterday, that's a really good basketball team. That backcourt is dazzling. Here's Proctor, way downtown. Will bury that.
Motion, and of course, he can go get a bucket.
Here's 21. 8 out of 15. Started the game like a house afire. Roach moves Filipowski to the wing. Lively coming up for screen. Here's Proctor from three-point land. Every time we get him on camera, he's just not having a good time. Now coming up at the 1-minute mark. And Duke about to salt this one away, leading 76-62 over Louisville. For John Shire, this is no small thing. open, but net by Proctor. Did you have the lasagna last night here in Syracuse? Oh, swatted away. Lively got up there. Here's Proctor wide open. Yes, sir. A triple. The answer by Judah Mintz.
Judah Mintz, man, he's impressed me. He really has impressed me. He does things you can't teach.
Proctor going strong over Edwards and lays it in. Bell, Brown, and Edwards. Jesse Edwards right in the middle at 6'11" for Jim Boeheim. He's coming off an outstanding game against NC State. Here comes Proctor's shot. He'll switch it in. A three-pointer.
He has been intentional about giving John Shire space, and Shire said, "You need space. Glad to have you around." Proctor all the way. 7'3" wrestler in to catch some Duke basketball. And all of a sudden you wind up behind almost. Peeking around him, but at least she was giving him bunny ears. 56-52. It's been the Dane Goodwin show for Notre Dame and Tyrese Proctor.
18 against NC State, 20 against Virginia Tech before that. Whitehead with a miss. Filipowski, I should say Young, keeping that alive. And they'll knock it down. Long range.
Has been the greatest experience playing for him.
Tony Bennett, 14th year at Virginia. John Shire, his first year as the head coach. Proctor got a great look.
I don't think that's a shot Tony Bennett really wanted.
And Virginia's 0 for 4 from three-point land. There's Proctor down the lane. And with a big...
But right now, Proctor's going to have to make some shots. And Whitehead's going to have to do some offense.
Virginia 3 for 3 beyond the three-point line in the second half. So they've come to life beyond that line.
0 for 5.
Proctor got it, mid-range.
So Proctor's got
Steen at the foul line. And yet, they have the lead in OT.
There's a big possession here for Duke.
Proctor around the back. Proctor scoops and two.
What a big...
Proctor with just 2 turnovers. Been very efficient.
He's calling out for the ball screen. Too much dribbling.
Dribble on the drive.
Oh my
and
God.
It goes down though.
Wow. Too much dribbling.
Watch out.
Oh, Amir lost it on the way up. Now he's got to hustle back on D. Proctor knocks down a 3.
And Carolina can play out of it rather than settling for jump shots. And I think this is when Carolina looks the best, is when they're aggressive getting into the paint.
Proctor's soft touch on the floater. 1 game out of the loss column and a game and a half out for the league lead. Dunn kept it alive, but it bounces free to Proctor. Going all the way. Black from the corner. And it rattles out. Leaky Black started off the season shooting the 3 very well. 13 of his first 33, about 40%. 2 for his last 20 coming in.
Near the free throw line, Carolina lifted up their offense, and there was no weak side help. And just a great drive by Leaky Black. You mentioned that 2 for 20. When he's that wide open in the corner's his spot. He still has to take that shot.
Proctor again.
If he's going to knock down a perimeter shot, it's going to be from the corner. But that was all because of the action in the middle of the floor that drew help.
Proctor, boy, great pace.
Small lineup. Carr at the 5.
Hildreth already on the bench with 2 quick fouls. There's Filipowski, bounce pass to Lively, another bounce pass. And great defense by Wake Forest to recover and keep Mitchell from getting that shot up.
Don't be surprised to see Duke continue to try to score in the paint right here, to use that size.
Proctor with a pull-up. It's working the officials at about a minute into the game, gets banged with a tee, and decided maybe that doesn't work for everybody. But he said he blamed Billy for that, and he didn't realize.
Challenge right here to try to slow down Appleby.
See if Roach wanted to, he was feeling it. Proctor instead.
It's hard to check on the glass.
Quickly to Proctor from the corner. And keep it, and Roach has returned to the floor for Duke. Proctor for three. And then the turnover. Roach steps in for the steal. He goes in. Can't get it to go. But Proctor is there to clean it up.
When he's played all 11 minutes.
He has. But his physicality, you can see. I mean, he's the one guy I think can guard the Duke front line man to man.
Filipowski on the interior. Backs it out for Mitchell with 7 to shoot. Proctor hits this time.
They're going to concede their own principles.
Shoot ran free on the baseline. This is his second. Lively, another offensive rebound. Proctor for three.
And the key to that is he's got to lead this team offensively if they want to get back and get competitive in this game and really competitive for the rest of the ACC season.
A couple of ball screens from Lively. He rolls. Proctor floats for two.
Padula going up against the big there. Young will collect the rebound.
But I like the attack by Padula. I like the fact that he challenged the big guy with adding that additional 10 pounds of muscle over the summer. He's playing much more confident and more physical.
Whitehead with a nice pass cross to Proctor, and he'll nail that three. Proctor with shot clock a factor down to 2. Got to get it in the air. Got his own miss and put it up very softly for 2. And Proctor to put it in from the baseline. Filipowski off the fake. Proctor drives it and lays it in. A determined move. Now both of these teams coming off games that came down to the last shot on Saturday. Duke with a big win over Miami at home. Virginia Tech lost by 1 point against Clemson. Roach down to 47 seconds to go. 10 to get off a shot. They want Filipowski to take one, but he can't. Proctor will. He drains a triple. And he's
going to the Final Four. He's unreal.
Since Jim Larinaga arrived at Miami, it's only North Carolina and Miami that have beaten Duke 7 times or more.
Carolina has quite a few more than 7.
Proctor knocks it down.
I don't realize he was on the staff down here with Chuck Daly. Both were assistants. Guy was the head coach. Then boom this. There's no history for you.
I always learn something. Proctor knocks another one down.
The ball screened really well from the mirror. I mean, to be tied with him getting 1 point was a big plus, wide open.
Proctor knocks it down off the field. I'll get a better look than that. Filipowski rolls. Roach out to Proctor. He's got it!
Blue Devils come away with it. Proctor with Galloway defending. Whitehead working against Dylan Hunter. Here's Proctor trying to beat Galloway on the drive into traffic, fouled, and the basket for defending.
Yeah, but he's been making those wins.
Yep, sure has. Tough first half for Hunter Tyson. Here's Proctor backing out against Godfrey.
Got a mismatch inside.
Yep, sure do. Filipowski's got Dylan Hunter around him. There's a 3-ball, and Proctor's feeling it.
Against Proctor, but when Filipowski came over to double team, Hall's got to recognize that.
Oh! 3-ball from Proctor. Shefflin right back to PJ. Challenged Young, no whistle. Rebound on the backside, Filipowski and the Blue Devils.
That's a tough shot.
Yep. Really, really intense ball game here. Out front, Grandison. Proctor behind the back, slides down the lane to scoop and score with the right hand.
Shefflin looks like he's got a problem with a groin muscle.
Proctor all the way through, and he scores. What a...
You got to keep him off the line. He's only missed 1 free throw all year.
Yep. Now 28 of 29 at the line is the 6-foot guard. Tied at 2. We expect this to be a very hotly contested ball game tonight in a lot of different ways as Proctor bangs the He is 5 of 10 from the floor, and Lively picked it, and here's Whitehead. Bounce pass, Proctor, and one. It's a bandy.
And here is Blake's pressured into the front court. Avoids the double team with a pass to Proctor. Filipowski trying to help with a screen. Here's Young.
Filipowski working to get the ball inside.
Yep, Burton there defensively. Double team with Elliott. 6 to shoot. Here's Proctor on the drive. And he got the bounce off the glass.
Wow, that's a...
Got 10 now.
It's a 4-point game.
100 seconds to go. Proctor against Nellie Cummings. Filipowski going to try and help. Henson switches inside. Tough shot, Proctor.
Notre Dame and Carolina from Carmichael Arena. Helps us close the schedule. Nothing but net surrounds that. And a 3-ball from Proctor gets earned. Skip out. Baseline. Bickerstaff had it rattle out. Now Whitehead. Proctor will fire away and hit. Tyrese.
18 for Joyner. 7.5.
Wes, that was not bad defense.
Nope. Sure wasn't. Proctor, reroute, drive, and 1 for the freshman Proctor. First.
Morcell hadn't made a 3 tonight.
Yeah, that's true. He's the ACC leader.
Yep.
Coming in. There's Proctor and 1.
Now, does that count as a shot clock violation? I believe it does, right?
It does.
Okay.
And a turnover. 5 of those so far. Proctor, the 18-year-old, who's struggled to make his shots, just 24% beyond the three-point line. Well, again, wasn't even supposed to be here until next year, and he'll not.
Miami has played so well so far this year. Boy, there's, I don't know what happened there, but that's the kind of a given.
They've combined for 9 of the 12 Duke turnovers. Roach getting ready to come back in for John Shire. Mitchell's been good tonight. Bounces for Young. Filipowski passed up the 3 this time. And then Appleby tried to pick it. Filipowski saved it. Proctor rises and hits.
You like to see Roach down there sitting next to the coaching staff. That's always a good thing. You know, he's engaged, and they're probably asking him to help out some of the young guys.
Not hanging out at the end of the bench. He's locked in. It's his team.
No question about it.
Took a look at the balanced scoring for the Blue Devils this year. Shire did tell us that earlier this year. He said, hey, we don't know who's going to lead us in scoring. It could be a bunch of different guys. Compared to last year, everybody knew it was going to be Paolo. As we're down to less than 5 on the shot clock. Proctor, pull up, buckets.
And just throw guys at you. So expect them to change their defenses. Here they're going a little bit of zone. They'll switch back and forth from man to zone, 2-3-3-2. They'll throw a bunch of different looks at Duke, trying to slow the game down for him.
Mitchell looks opposite, just like he draw it up. Proctor caps it off.
No hesitation.
Now you got 2 seniors starting, a number of seniors. They were 15th in the nation in minutes continuity in terms of bringing people back, which is, you know, not something common anymore in college basketball.
But Shire's doing it in a different way. He's making these guys get reps, and Proctor ready to shoot. It's a great sign. Great sign. His numbers of shooting. And people forget, I mean, even Pollard, he's a preseason 3rd team all MEAC big, and his ability to play on the perimeter, and he's such a great passer, so he lifts bigs out. He spaces the floor for their guards. Great pass.
And Iowa back on top, almost 4 minutes in. Mitchell to Proctor. Tyrese Proctor out of the NBA Global Academy in Australia. Reclassified, just 18 years of age. Pull up from the baseline. That is smooth.
He's getting
a jumper.
We have not seen the real Mr. Murray yet.
No.
He has not arrived.
Proctor
Proctor has arrived, hasn't he? 11-5.
Mention the name and working with you. He's so proud of what you've achieved in your life and what you've done with your family. Your boys have done phenomenal.
Yeah, he left a great legacy behind. Corner three.
Kelly in front. First points for Tyrese Proctor. 11-2, the Blue Devil run here. And a timeout for Earl Grant.
For catch and shoot.
Got it. 8th 3 of the year for Proctor. He's got 7. 5 here in the half. Duke lead 15. Double-double in 10 games.
He's doing a little bit of everything, getting it done on both ends.
Came into the ball game, tied for 10th in scoring. He was 4th in rebounding in ACC play. And in his conference debut, Duke in control here. Blue Devils by 17. Proctor, the drive-by. 7.5, 9 in the game now for Tyrese Proctor.
Well, another little thing in this game, Lively, his screens. Now
they can't afford to lose him because of the size and strength he possesses.
Also making 64% of his shots.
That helps. See, I think Duke's got to get inside to the big guys more.
Proctor, yeah, got an excellent look and fought back.
That's a great word. Gritty, they grind, they battle, they fight. Really typical of blue collar, which happens in Columbus. Except we didn't see that in the second half against the Wolverines of Michigan. 2 runs for touchdowns. But Edwards, are you kidding me? Right through the defense?
Ohio State playing Carolina, by the way, coming up on December 17. Which will swing it. Proctor a 3. Got it!
That's good for him.
Smart play by Morton. He is a really high IQ basketball player. To pump fake there, he just couldn't finish it.
Purdue beating West Virginia and Gonzaga to get to the championship game. Duke narrowly defeated Oregon State in the first day of the... Duke was here at the original event, the PK 85 years ago, and they won it then, trying to do
in this game. His scoring is going to be vital if Duke's going to get back in this. So look how far Duke is pushed out on the floor.
Roach off the ball right now. Proctor handling. Step back jumper. That is sweet. The left hand, and you've talked about it. Fonz talked about it. If you could try to make him make a counter move, and he had to go to his left hand there.
That was a great drop step. He just didn't finish it. So he's deadly with his right hand. He's good with his left, but you'd rather have him take left-handed shots, so force him to do it.
Proctor banks it home over.
That's productive.
Yeah. His per 40-minute numbers are ridiculous. Almost 30 points and over 16 rebounds per 40 minutes.
Why doesn't Painter play him 40?
Rhythm that time, but a little bit too strong.
Now they're going to put Edey in the ball screen. For a good recovery by Newman. A staggered double up top.
Nice drive and finish by Proctor. This 9 to 11 point range for several minutes now. And a steal. Roach deflected it. Proctor's got it. And it goes.
A great use of the left.
That's the second.
Dimitri Reevney has all 6 Oregon State points.
And that's something that Oregon State has not done well, is shoot the basketball from the perimeter. They did shooting 25.8% from 3.
With Roach on the bench, it's Proctor operating. Coming off another very good performance for him against Delaware. Swirls in a 3. And something
like that last one right there. But certainly you have to be aware of all the motion and movement.
Filipowski with post entry for Lively. Passing out of the bubble. Proctor. Just court.
He puts up the 3. Back irons. Proctor has it. Freshman from Sydney, Australia. Into the paint. Protects. Shoots. Scores. Hardy starting to watch with his numbers so far. Delaware has this one rejected by Kyle. Down the floor, Proctor.
You know, the guy with the ball is pretty important. And a nice ball fake. He got both guys to move off of him.
21-14. Proctor, step back three. His second field goal, the senior from Rockville, Maryland, 44-38.
He's been quiet. He's their third double-figure scorer, so you know, a few more points from him would certainly help the cause.
Filipowski cut off, bounce into the middle. Oh, what a pass by Lott. Proctor. Down again.
In the second half, and you know, Duke manufactured a lot of points. Duke only had 2 assists in that first half, but they got to the free throw line, knocked down 8 of 9.
Underway now in the second half of our Sonic Blockbuster matchup. Duke with the first possession of the game. Interesting, Mark Mitchell, who had 15.5 points per game in the first 2, did not score in the first half. Picked up a couple of quick fouls, only played 10 minutes. Tough turnaround there.
To knock that ball away, because if he misses it, that's an easy basket.
Back to Jalen Wilson. Do you think he's got a chance to go from really nice player to star this year?
I think so. He's a mid-range player. For KJ Adams from Austin, Texas. He may be undersized, but he is one powerful athlete.
Played off the bench for the most part last year, averaged just 5 minutes per game. A guy who will have a much bigger role this year with the departures of David McCormick and Mitch Lightfoot. And
that away, it gets a little weird. It's like when you went to the playground and there were no nets and had to shoot the ball. It's weird. The rim is the same size, but there's no net.
Proctor trying to turn the corner, getting the freshman his first collegiate points.